Okay. Hello, everyone. My name is, well, we're just gonna go with Josh. Gotta keep it. It's still on YouTube, so I can't let y'all know all this stuff. But we're gonna go with Trendy Gamer Josh. That's my little YouTube. So I'm here to review one of my favorite book series that I've always read as a little kid, and it's called Wings of Fire by Tui T. Sutherland. And the specific book I'm actually reading is actually, let's see if we can. Oh, it's a little inverted, but it says Wings of Fire's The Brightest Night. This book, I have to say, was my most favorite of the series because the character development, the scenery, and the whole plot just it was amazing to me. If anything, if I was meant to give this on a star rating of a 5 star, I can't give it a 5 because that's like a little that's like best book I've ever read in my life. I have lots of other books to read. I can't say that yet, but I'll definitely give it a 4.7 star. There's some there's some aspects of it that I did dislike. So just in case, spoiler warning, definitely needed. So definitely spoiler warning. And so for one thing of the literary elements I very much liked about the book, I'll have to say was the imagery of it, because it painted such a picturesque setting of like the whole, how to say it, the whole story in general. Like the dragons, they went from living to like a barren, dark cave dripping with stalagmites to now being in the Sandwing Kingdom, full of like an oasis of other lands, and how it influences other people's culture, how it influences the way they live and how they think of royalty. I found that very amazing. If there was something that worked out to say, it was the fact that they focused on this character right here. This yellow dragon right here's name, she's a girl, her name is Sunny, and her character development was so much, there was so much in this whole story because it primarily focused on her more than it did of the other group that she was actually with. And I found that I resonate a lot with this character because it showed that she's not just a gleeful dragon that's just supposed to be the uplifting character of a certain group. It made her into her own individual dragon person, and her coming of age actually just symbolized the fact that there's always more to a person than what their quintessential part of a whole really is. So I found that I like that a lot more. I still feel like it worked, but it was more of a double-edged sword due to the fact that Sunny was more focused on it, just ignored the rest of the group in general. Like, because in the end of this story, it does solve the problems with Clay, so where he originated from, because in fact, he was not royalty, because his egg wasn't stolen from royal, it was just sold for sheep. So I just found that, anticlimactic learning this from other people and seeing that. Hmm. What else can I add? I would say that if there's any trigger warnings, you should just know there is death in this there is death in this book. Cause spoiler warning, the three dragons that were originally at war with each other, they're all Sandwings. Cause essentially the old Sandwing queen, she was murdered by humans, and it was a lifelong mystery of how she was murdered. But her three daughters, they all three of those queens broken up into their own factions to assume who was going to have royalty or the throne, and they teamed up with other factions of dragons. So sea wings, ice wings, sky wings. There's many different kinds, and it turned into more of a civil war between species races. And I feel that, like, how to explain it? It's more of in the end, Blister, she will die because she got stung by the most deadliest scorpion in the desert. Another one will die because their own sister, the three sisters, one of the sisters actually kills the other. And the last one, in the last one, she just got left alone, which was surprising, to say the least. I mean, she was, I don't know why she got left alive. Actually, I don't know why they did, because in the end, The person who actually assumed queen was Sunny's mother, and she was actually the leader of the faction in the Oasis of the Sand Kingdom. So I think I did like that part, but I also feel like it wasn't specified or clarified enough within the story. But in the end, I would say I love this story, and I would recommend to any people who like fantasy, especially dragons like me, I would say give it a try. Like, read the first one, read the second, third, fourth, and then the fifth one is this book right here. Anyways, that's my YouTube video. Thank you guys for all coming, and yeah.